Welcome to Rebel Wolf Healing. My name is Elizabeth, and tonight I'm going to do a reading for the sign of Aquarius. This could be in your sun, moon, rising, north node, or Venus. I wanted to do a live just in case I had a feeling like it wasn't going to fully film or come through. And this spread is all about you taking back your power. Heavy energy here of you're shedding the old and like you're stepping into the new, but you don't know where to start or you don't know where to begin, or you could feel this uncomfortableness. You're changing. You're not the same person you used to be. You're not accepting the same stuff that you used to accept. It's different. So let's take a look into the energy of like what's leaking your energy, what you need to start accepting, what is your soul learning, and where you're being called to. Again, thank you so much for your likes, your comments, your subscriptions, your donations. Guys, I appreciate you guys so much. I'm sending so much love and light, and thank you so much for joining me. Spirit, where is my beautiful Aqua's energy leaking? Where is my Aqua's energy leaking? Where is it leaking? Oh, you're not taking action, my love. You're not stepping into courage. Jupiter is the planet of luck and expansion. There could be fear. There could be so much fear here of taking action, having courage, and having a new beginning. Heavy energy of being very comfortable in the chaos, comfortable in what you're used to. Divinus doesn't want you to be. Maybe that's why you feel uncomfortable right now, because Divine is saying, I don't want you comfortable with the old. I want you to step into the new. What does my beautiful Aqua need to accept? It's a hard one, my love. The past, lack, the suffering, the pain. You know, we're in the year of the snake. So this is about rebirth. This is about shedding. I'm feeling this heavy energy of you looking at your past, looking at all the lack, looking at all the suffering, and maybe finally looking at it, not numbing it, not drowning it, not saying, oh, it's not a big deal. Your past pain was a big deal. Your suffering was a big deal. What happened to you was real. What happened to you was raw. You can't keep on I'm feeling this heavy energy of stuffing the energy. And just recently, this could be good for you guys. Start some therapy, whether it's with a shaman, it's with a therapist. And one thing they said to me is they're like, you're very strong, but you stuff your pain, you stuff your lack, you stuff your suffering. And there's something here about you saying, you know what? I want to feel this past pain. I want to feel this lack, and I'm going to feel this suffering. That way you can finally shed it and release it. Spirit, what is my Aqua soul learning right now? What is my Aqua learning? Oh, and this, what chemistry is, what passion is, what love is. You're learning about love. You're learning about true love. And then we had the Venus energy that came out as well. You're learning about true love. And maybe that true love starts with the love of yourself. Because when you start looking at all your past pain, your lack, and your suffering, there comes a point in your journey where you start not loving yourself based upon what you've been through, your experiences. Your soul's learning how to, I really feel you're becoming, it's not so much becoming one with another. You're becoming one with yourself. And because there's two people here, we can look at it as two people, but I'm seeing it, you're looking at your shadow and you're looking at your light. You're like, you know what? I have to accept both. I need to accept that, just like me, I need to accept my past was really rocky. Addictions, codependencies, abuse, death, depression, like the list goes on and on. Like finally make peace with the parts of you that maybe you're not so happy with. I'm not so happy with parts of my past, but if I don't start looking at it, I can never transmute and alchemize. I just stuff it. Spirit, how can my Aqua begin calling back their power? And you just be you, Aqua. You speak your truth. This Ace of Swords, you have that clarity, you have that aha, you have that epiphany. And maybe that's what's going on right now is you're finally seeing your perspective is shifting. You're seeing the truth in what you've been through. You're seeing the truth in how much you gave to yourself. Maybe you're finally seeing, man, I maybe I didn't love myself that great. Maybe maybe I stayed stuck in the past far too long. I stayed stuck in lack far too long, lack mentality. Maybe I stayed in this suffering mode. Maybe I didn't take any action. I didn't step into my courage. The truth is coming. Yeah. Because you're having a major epiphany and breakthrough. And that could be like shattering. Like, oh shit, I see the truth now. Once you start seeing the truth, you can't unsee the truth. Once you ask divine source, like divine source, give me the gift of discernment. Give me the gift of intuition. Give me the gift of knowing. You know now. No one said knowing was easy. The more you know, I feel like that reading rainbow, the more you know. Oof, it hurts. Because then you can't hide because you know. Maybe the only person that you're finally seeing who you were hurting was you. And that's a hard pill to swallow. Spirit, what's waiting for my beautiful Aqua when they let go of the past, they let go of suffering, they become one with themselves, they embrace this epiphany, they embrace this truth, and they step into action and courage. What's waiting? What's waiting for them? Yeah. Divine fucking justice. Justice is yours, my love. Balance. The wheel of Dharma. There is justice here for you. But there's, like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. There is a lot of work here internally that you're going through, like a lot. And maybe that's why a lot of my aquas who follow me, we're in a weird journey. Like we know our truth. We're stepping into our truth, but it's also we're so comfortable with the past. You're operating as a new person. You shed your ego. So now you're operating and you feel naked and raw because you don't operate in ego. Divine is like, I just want you to call out for assistance. Reach out to your spirit guides. Reach out because that's where your gifts are coming from. That's where your gifts are coming from, my beautiful Aqua. Spirit, can we clarify this action and courage as what's leaking? Like non-action, not taking courage, not stepping into that Jupiter energy? Talk to me. Are you lying to yourself? Are you lying to yourself? You might have a lot of remorse and sadness because it came in reverse. There could be a lot of remorse about your past, but maybe that's just like me. I can look at my past. It's very flawed. Addiction. I went through I had children, and I went through the most intense change in my life. The most intense. Aqua, give me a second. Maybe this is about you making peace with you. Like, I am so sorry. I'm just like, let's be honest. I am so sorry I failed you. You're making peace with yourself. You're making peace with the fact that you didn't have stability and security in a marriage and a happy home and a happy life. You didn't have that. You didn't have that. But you deserve to manifest your dreams into reality. You deserve that. You deserve it. And it's almost like the Five of Cups in reverse. This is about you overcoming some type of despair, forgiveness, accepting change, moving on, healing and letting go, releasing this grief, this sadness, this loss, this mourning, this emotional baggage. Spirit, what's this emotional baggage? And I'm only going to take what Spirit wants me to know, because that's an answer. Yeah, you're past, bro. You're past it. A fucking number on you. You're past. This could be like generational curses, childhood curses, relationship curses. Like, man, you're past it. A number on you. Divine is asking you right now to start journaling about your childhood, your middlehood, your teenagehood, your adulthood. You need to start looking at all of it, because if there is like these deep wounds in those areas, it's time to work on it. A lot of times I'm having like a really happy day. Yeah, because you're filled with guilt and shame. You're filled with being a victim, being shamed, being blamed. This pain is deep. 10 of Swords. You had 10 swords in your back. You had the 5 of Swords. You had a lot of... This self-doubt was created at a extremely young age. This doubt is your childhood. And it just like, it went throughout. It just kept on going. Spirit, tell me more. The devil. I'm feeling this energy. You had a lot of people who gave to you, but it was always strings attached. It was always... people tapped into your shadow side. Like for me, I operate more in my shadow side than I do my light, because my shadow, to me, kept me alive pretty much. Because if I'm in my shadow, you can't hurt me. If I'm in my light, you try to take advantage of me. This could be your own issues with addiction and codependencies and toxic relationship and negative karmic patterns. Spirit, what is this negative karmic patterns? That's hurting you from stepping into action because you don't see straight. Having people around you with strings attached keep you in this lack of perspective. It keeps you imbalanced. It adds into your self-indulgence. I know if I'm around a lot of negative people, all of a sudden I'll start to crumble. Like, I'll be honest, if I'm around really bad vibing people, man, I'll start spiraling down the drain real quick. Who's ever watching you? There's someone watching you. Someone who gossips about you, someone who talks about you, someone who plays mind games. Spirit, Who is this energy around my Aqua? This person is afraid. The Emperor in reverse. Like, get the fuck out of here. This could be a father energy. This could be, maybe this is a father wound. And understand, if I'm speaking to a divine feminine, if you have a father wound, you have a relationship wound throughout, because you try to find a father with relationships. Someone who was disciplined and had this stability and this safety. You didn't have that safety. There's something here about you never felt safe in the presence of a man. Heavy energy here. Aqua, it's always heavy. And you're fucking exhausted. At the end of the day, Aqua, you're very tired. You've been through a lot. You're holding the line. You still have this faith. You still have this endurance, but you're extremely exhausted. You're overwhelmed. And maybe that what the enemy is trying to do to keep you overwhelmed. So you don't have time to step into action. You don't have time to step into courage. You're too exhausted for brand new beginnings. It's like you're just trapped. Someone is keeping you trapped, and I'm going to leave it at that. From the past, from the lack, and from the suffering. Someone wants you trapped there. Whatever past experience you had with someone, they want you trapped there. People, places, things. Spirit, tell me about this past, this lack, this suffering. The Knight of Wands in reverse. You have people around you that hold grudges, that are extremely unpredictable, very jealous, could be a little bit hyperactive, very arrogant. Tell me about this. You might have a really dangerous Capricorn around you. Yeah. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. You might have a dangerous Capricorn. This person is lacking in direction. They're bored. They're unstable. They don't finish what they start. But God, this person put you through third-party interference. Yeah, you're dealing with a Cap. King of Pentacles in reverse. This person is very jealous, stubborn, ungrounded. But God wants you to focus on God. It's really time for you to focus on God. That's the only thing you need to focus on. Because there is this, I'm feeling this really heavy energy that's trying to pull you down and under. It's like this energy of, I'm going to pull you down, but then I'm going to put you under. Like, bro, that's pretty gnarly. That's some gnarly energy. It's time for you to really think for yourself. Who cares if you make unconventional, like, life choices? Flybooks, I appreciate you so much. I'm sending you so much love and light. You have no idea. Thank you so much. Your path might not look like other people's path, and that's a-okay. Spirit, your soul is learning about passion and chemistry. In this energy, I'm not feeling another person. I'm feeling you looking at your shadow and your light. That's what you're looking at. The passion you have for yourself. You ever think of, man, I love this person so much. And then you're like, man, why didn't I love myself that much? I loved another. Why didn't I love me that much? Something needed to look at. Spirit, tell me about this chemistry and passion. Stephanie, I love you so much. Yeah, by you, man, we have the Page of Wands in reverse. This is about you lacking self-confidence. And this is because There is an energy here of someone who stripped you of your confidence, because when they strip you of your confidence, they have control. And it's about you learning, like, my confidence, my validation is a solo dolo deal by myself. I don't need anyone else to validate me. I don't need anyone else to build my confidence. And by you finally saying, you know what? I'm so tired of limiting myself and I want to cry. I'm so tired of hating myself. I'm so tired of limiting myself. And by reaching out to God and saying, I'm so tired. The Wheel of Fortune, my friend. The Wheel of Fortune. You're going to learn your karmic lessons. You're going to close out chapters. There is going to be this change. Spirit, what is this change for my beautiful Aqua? Because they deserve it. They are exhausted. And this is the hard one. And I'll be honest, you gain wisdom. And just like I said, you're gaining a lot of like wisdom. But with wisdom comes pain. Anybody who knows all, sees all, senses all, feels all, man, they deal with a shitload of pain because you see right through people. And that's painful as an empath. The divine source is saying right now, please have patience. Spirit, just have patience. You're going to overcome this Four of Pentacles, this scarcity mindset, this attachment. Maybe you don't feel like you have enough, but you do. Because divine is like, you better walk away from people, places, and things. Stop being dishonest with yourself. Stop staying in limbo. It says here, faking happiness. And that's why I feel what you need to accept is like, you need to accept the pain for once and for all. Like, let it all out. Let it all out. Sometimes you need to light up the people who caused you that pain. I have no problem like texting someone and letting them know, like, hello, letting them know this is what you did. If you don't want to take accountability, that is fine. People who fail to take accountability to the pain they caused you, understand, put them down in your book as a narcissist. You want to know what a narcissist is? Someone who fails to take accountability for their actions. I'm out of breath. Because how you can begin calling back your energy is, and this is a hard one, knowing the truth, seeing the truth. And the truth is hard. You ask for the gift of sight, knowledge, discernment, intuition, psychic gifts. You know who to vibe with. You know who to not vibe with. There is nothing worse than being around a certain person and knowing they are not for you, but you have no other choice. It's like you're stuck. Like, I know you don't like me. I know you wish ill will of me. Man, the burden you bear, my Aqua, you carry a burden. You carry a heavy burden. Spirit, tell me more. But you need to speak your truth, because when you speak your truth, it frees your heart. It frees your heart. By you trusting your intuition, by you taking care of yourself, by you having these moments of self-reflection, by you practicing this ultimate self-love, by you tapping into your psychic gifts, no matter how painful your psychic gifts are, I don't know why I feel that you're going to have your Jesus moment, that you're going to be able to look at Lucifer, you're going to be able to look at Judas. I said Lucifer. Maybe you're dealing with a Lucifer. You're going to be able to look at Judas. And if you notice, he looked at Judas and tears are rolling down his eyes. And it's like, it's okay. He said, it's okay. You betrayed me. Because I wouldn't be where I am if you didn't betray me. It's like acceptance, acceptance. Calling back your power is saying, you know what? I accept everything, good, bad, and indifferent. Spirit, tell me about this overflowing of love. Yeah, because you released this page of pentacles. Oh, this page of pentacles. This is someone who is so afraid of you having a foundation, so afraid of you being grounded, so afraid of you locking into your magic, because there's magic within you. They're so afraid of your hard work, your ambition, your faithfulness to divine source. They don't want you to learn from your past mistakes. They want you to underachieve. They want you to have They want you to procrastinate. They want you to have no follow through. Spirit, why? This energy is, I don't know if it's one or two people. Yeah, they want to dim your light. The Ace of Wands in reverse, they want to dim your light. Spirit, why? Why? Let's just get a why, because they're so afraid of your power. And the power I'm speaking of is as above, so below, as within, so without. Your power is not something you just willy-nilly by yourself, solo dolo. You're co-creating with divine source. Your spiritual world will match your material world. You're manifesting, you're alchemizing. You're very resourceful. You're looking at all elements of your soul. Your earth, your air, your water, your fire. So if today your emotions are having the best of you, on an emotional day, I'm usually like, bro, I need to go here. I'm like super emotional. So let me go here. The days that I'm too fiery, I'm like, oh, let me tap into my emotions because it will dim that fire. You're learning how to do that. You're taking inspired action. Bro. Hello, Melissa. Hello, T-Bean. Hello, Stephanie. Stephanie, I love you. You know that. Thank you guys for being here. I know it was like super impromptu, but I had this like intuitive knowing that if I filmed, the video was not going to work and it wasn't going to load. So I'm like, you know what? Let's go straight live. Hello, Melissa. Now, what's waiting for you when you let go? The scales are going to balance for you. And this is big. This is the wheel of Dharma. Spirit, tell me about this karma, this balance, this justice. Yeah. Bro, this is no longer going to hold you back. You're going to overcome sorrow. You're going to let go. You're going to heal. You're going to release. You're going to forgive. You're going to start feeling hopeful. You're going to be optimistic. You're not going to be waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning praying to God like, bro, release me from this shit. You're going to be released from this pain. You're never going to look at this pain again. The heartbreak you went through, the tears, the loss, the grief, the sorrow. Someone did a lot of work to keep you very trapped. And let me tell you something. God sees all. Whatever you believe in, God, divine source, the universe, it doesn't matter. It's like someone is going to reap what they sow. Someone's going to reap it. Spirit, tell me more. Someone is going to reap it. Yeah, because you're not going to be here anymore. Because you've been in the 5 of Pentacles for a long time. You felt this rejection, this alienation, left out in the cold. You dealt with a lot of harsh conditions. You dealt with a lot of financial ruins. But you're coming out of the woods. You're rebuilding. You're recovering. There is a turning point. There is a turning point in terms of your mental health, in terms of your financial health. If you're like, where's my karma and justice? Mental health and financial health. That's it. Financial wealth. I'm saying health, but maybe take it at either or. Your mind and your wealth mindset is going to change. Now, Divine Source came out and says, you got to seek assistance. You got to listen to your spirit guides. Because by listening to your spirit guides and allowing divine assistance, guess what? You're going to have celebration. You're going to have gifts. Spirit, how can my Aqua know that their spirit guides are around? How can they know? How can they know? Ooh. When your new beginning starts rushing in, when everything feels new. It's when you're starting to embrace a really scary, unknown energy. It's like when you're at the cliff and you're afraid to jump. Your angels got you. Jump that cliff. Set out on new beginnings, new adventures. Stop lacking faith. Stop holding back. Spirit, tell me more. Tell me more. Your spirit guides could be coming towards you in a very, Spirit, tell me, I'm feeling this weird energy, like it's almost like you can't trust this energy, but you need to trust it because it's coming from a King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. This is someone who is very emotionally balanced, kind-hearted, extremely intuitive. Maybe your spirits are saying, like, just follow your intuition, bro. You know the way. Spirit, tell me more. You know the way. You know the way, yeah. And the way is going to lead you to this. And the way is going to lead you to this. And the way, you're going to be a whole different person. Maybe that's why I'm feeling that year of the snake. You're shedding old. If you're feeling sad and depressed right now, or you're feeling like lost and alone, like you're in a cocoon stage. You're clearing, you're purging, you're going through a metamorphosis, but there is going to be this major victory and milestone. And that victory and milestone is really going to lead you to the Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning. This could be a new beginning with a person, with security, with safety, with stability. It's about you taking a chance on you. If your guides are saying, you know what? Have that childlike faith. Like the fool sometimes people think is impulsive and reckless. Maybe it's your time to be a little reckless with you. Take a chance on you. Spirit, what is this celebration that's coming from my Aqua? It's not easy. Your mastery, your strength. The Hermit is not easy. You went through that soul searching, that enlightenment, that growth. You know how to light your way. You're not paranoid. You're not paralyzed by fear. You don't have any self-doubt. You don't have low self-esteem, and you sure as hell are not vulnerable. You can tame the beast within you, and sometimes the beast within you tells you you're not good enough, and you're like, nah, bro, I'm going to listen to the voice of God, knowing that you have this infinite potential and power. Aqua, I'm speaking to someone who is so, I know, breathe. I know, I'm dying right here. You are so powerful. It's not even funny. You're right. You're right, Melissa. I need to breathe. My bad. The energy is so heavy, my love. You guys have so much power. And maybe it's like calling back your power is saying, you know what? I had people, places, and things that made me feel powerless. because they knew my power. Now I know my power. I know my strength. I can show you both my shadow. I can show you my light. Depending on how you act around me, that's what you're going to get. But I digress. Let's take a moment because this is really what like drove me into it. So the language of letting go, this is all about codependency. And I want to read the affirmation to you. And this is about owning your power. Today, I will own my power with people. I will let myself know what I know, feel what I feel, believe what I believe, and see what I see. I will be open to changing and learning from others and experiences. But at the end of the day, I will trust and validate myself. I will stand in my own truth. Aqua, it's time for you to stand in your own beautiful truth. Let's get some advice from the heavenly bodies before we close this out. Spirit, what advice do you have from the heavenly bodies? February 1st, 21st, 14th. I'm the 4th. We have Cancer energy. Now that Cancer energy, I know Valentine's Day, that's beautiful. That's how you nurture, you comfort, you protect yourself. Let's look into that Cancer energy. Let's see what's going on. What do you need to do more of? Could have a passed over loved one who's a Cancer, who's watching over you. Let's see what it says. Oh, what makes you feel safe and cared for? Journey inward and listen to your needs as you would a child you love very much. Free write in your journal, giving voice to your child within. Deeper than wants and wishes, at the root of the root. What is it you cry for? And I'm feeling this heavy energy. You need to cry out. You need to let the pain go. Where do you feel empty, scared, powerless, and deprived? Consider ways to nurture and provide for your inner child and develop a focused daily self-care practice. Becoming your own mother means becoming your own healer. Oh, Chiron and Cancer. That's a big one. Aqua, I'm sending you so much love and light. And remember that you are loved and you have always been enough. And thank you, everyone, for joining me. I truly appreciate you.